Our mission, Helping Parents Heal, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents. Through support and resources offered, we aspire to become shining light parents, meaning a shift from a state of emotional heaviness to one of hopefulness and greater peace of mind. Helping Parents Heal goes a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and afterlife evidence in a non-dogmatic way. Helping Parents Heal affiliate groups welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non-religious background, and encourage open dialogue. Attendance at all Helping Parents Heal meetings is voluntary. All discussions that take place at affiliate-led meetings are confidential. We hope that participants will learn from and share with each other. Zoom meetings run by leadership are not confidential. These meetings typically feature guest presenters and are posted on YouTube so that affiliate members worldwide can watch and benefit. Neither type of Helping Parents Heal meeting is designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers, allowing parents to learn about many possible ways to heal. This includes presenters covering progressive topics such as afterlife evidence and connecting with our children who have passed. The views expressed by our guest speakers may or may not reflect the opinions of Helping Parents Heal leaders and members, so we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. Welcome, everyone. And I just wanted to take a minute and remind everyone that Elizabeth has done a fantastic job getting our Helping Parents Heal store off the ground. It's running. It's just amazing. We've got coffee mugs. We've got some ornaments for the holidays, t-shirts, sweatshirts, yoga pants, all sorts of Helping Parents Heal paraphernalia. And it really helps us. Everyone is asked, how can we help to give back? Support the store. We ask that you do that. And you can reach the store. It's a simple website address. I believe it's helpingparentshealstore.com, Elizabeth, is that correct?
I'm typing it in, store.com. That's
okay.
And thank you.
So take a look. I love my sweatshirt. I love my coffee mug. So I hope you'll all get something for someone you love for the holidays and for yourself.
And we've also loved the pictures of people who have gotten the things that they've purchased on the website as well. I want to also go ahead and just do the short introduction that Alaine has so that you all will know a little bit more about her. Again, I know that you've already seen her on Helping Parents Heal, and she's wonderful. She is a gifted evidential medium, compassionate spiritual teacher, experienced meditation coach, and accomplished author. Through her exceptional skills as a medium, she makes a difference in lives of people across the globe by communicating with their loved ones in spirit. Transformative spiritual experiences are her intention, which empower all of us to develop our own intuition and connection to our loved ones. Please learn more on her website, which is www.alaineportner.com. I'll put that in the chat box. And without further ado, please join me in welcoming Alaine Portner. Welcome, Alaine.
Namaste. Pleasure to be with you. I always love these evenings with all of you, so I really appreciate you tuning in. But if you know me at all, you know that I'm going to make you tune into yourself so that we can have the word voluptuous came to mind, voluptuous evening, which probably has a lot to do with volume and scrumptiousness, to just really tap in to know what we're feeling on the inside. So we will do a mindfulness exercise. I think if you want to know my history, I do have a book that's on Amazon, so that might help you with some questions that you might have regarding how did this all happen. And I actually don't want to take up your time in telling you my story, because I do always appreciate the readings that come up in these segments so that we dive deeper into your stories. But that brings me to a very important point. And the point is that I am a medium that always tries to empower you. And what that means is that I know that you are all qualified to seek, find, know, hear, smell, touch, all of your signs. And so if you are on the path of turning up the volume for what that means in your life, you'll understand that when you hear perhaps a reading that I'm offering to somebody else, to give you a greater understanding as well, that they're always trying to reach you. And the best thing that you could do is have not heaviness, like Elizabeth spoke of, I believe, is the hopefulness that that will continue more and more as you clear the channels of connection. And there's lots of ways to do that. One of them is through meditation. So perhaps we should do that, because you'll be able to tap in yourself tonight regarding energy that's coming your way. Because if you are the type of person that may be doubtful or even skeptical, which is absolutely fine, because you shouldn't believe anything that you haven't experienced, that you'll know and begin the alphabet, I call it, or the love language that is between you and your loved ones more easily. So I am here to help you do that. And I will also assist others in retrieving it to the best of my ability, right? Sound good? We're all in? Great. Okay. So let's take a few moments and settle in. It's truly important to connect. Maybe this is your first time being with me, or first time making a medium. No, first time a medium's making you meditate with them, but we're doing it, right? So we have to hurry up and meditate. Did you ever do that? Because we started late. I'm just kidding. Okay. So let's all sit up tall in our seat, even if we're in bed. I make the strong suggestion that that may be your place of comfort, completely understanding that, but let's make it divine, because your body is divine. It is so powerful and so capable of beyond human connection, soulful reality, that that's the part that we should tap into. So as we sit up tall in our seat and our shoulders come down, our face becomes soft, we close our eyes, and we take a few deep breaths. We inhale easily, fill our bodies with breath and life force, and then we exhale long and deep. And you might take an extra long exhale so that that creates the cavity for a greater inhale. So get quiet with yourself for a few moments and inhale, hold, and exhale. Let's do that, or complete a round of inhalation and exhalation for a few moments. And as we soften and peel layers away, either of the day or the notion that we're not connected. You see, if we peel the layers away that block our connections, then our hair won't stand up when we feel, sense, and know the epiphany that we are downloading, the awareness that is possible for all of us. So notice if you can tap into the inner workings of your cellular structure, your body, your vessel, from your head to your toe. Begin to take breaths that fill your whole body, that make you feel alive. And it's in this beautiful place that we do have the power to activate a mind and a body and a spirit, such as ours, our vessel. Please continue to inhale and exhale as I guide you through some greater awareness of your empowerment that has nothing to do with your ego. It isn't even superhuman. It may be super spiritual, but it becomes super real when you connect to the sensations that allow you to focus on this awareness compared to thoughts that may not serve you and make you feel as lighthearted as you can be. This is an important distinction to make, as wherever you go, there you are, as you bring your mind with you. So this is the essence of clearing our mind. Spend a few moments in the inhalation and the exhalation and softening ourselves to the soulful reality of imagery, of sensation, of awareness, and whatever comes to you, let it come. As you take a few moments to open up your heart vessel to an awareness of loving kindness that you have within yourself, that you share with others, whether they are here or no longer here. Know that you are a soulful reality emanating love, heart-based reality, pulsating heartbeat, connection. Whether you see a tree that you love or a picture that is familiar to you, or you have a dream visit, or you receive a sign, know that your heart is open to this process of acceleration, of being. Continue to inhale and exhale, and notice with these inhales and exhales, if you yourself become lighter, relaxed, stress-free. Take a moment to pull up your energy, whatever that may mean to you, up to your third eye, which is a non-seeing eye that is between your seeing eyes. As you stay into this space, we're going to have a mindfulness exercise in these next few moments. So what that means is that I am attempting to send you a message that you can receive. This is an important part of shining up your intuition, to know that you can receive. I'm sending you a word, one word now. Let's see if you can receive that word. There's nothing to do. You're just going to receive it in your memory. I'm going to get quiet now to penetrate my thought to you. And now I'm sending you the imagery, a symbol that I would like you to receive. A symbol. Take whatever you can. And then the last transmittance is a color. A color. Continue to inhale and exhale, relax the shoulders, and know that you can receive. So before we come out of this guided imagery and guided movement through your body and recruiting the upper echelon of feelings, sensations, awareness, psychic sense, connection, let's send a healing prayer to someone that needs to hear that from you, or if you need to receive that, allow yourself to receive it now that you know you can receive. Thank you so very much for lightening yourselves. The lightness of being is quite possible if we just spend a few moments to relax and enjoy the present moments. So just wiggle your fingers and toes now. And as we come out of this, you'll slowly open your eyes. Now, I have never done that with you, I don't think, Elizabeth and Irene. So now we're in the place where we have to receive people's answers. And it just felt like an important part of perhaps my teachings for you to just all be empowered to know that you are able to receive. And whatever subtle nuances came to you, just let it be. It doesn't have to be what I sent to you. What's more important is for you to understand that you received something, even if it was a color and a different color, all of that is fine. So just for a moment, let's see if we have the ability to receive the word. Can some of you type in what you think the word was? Just the word.
So are you able to see it?
Yep. I love it because the word was love, and I think everybody got it.
I did. It was like that.
That's great. So let's go further. And the second transmittance was a symbol. So yeah, there you go. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna cry. I love doing this. Oh my God. It makes me cry. Good job. Okay, so the last one is a color. Great. Okay, now what I love about this is that the colors weren't necessarily, I don't even think that I see the color that I was sending. I don't care. The most important part is not about getting it right. The most important part is for you to be able to receive. We do know that colors, there's one that somebody got it, that the colors are the frequencies of thought. So the fact that you are receiving colors clearly lets me know, just your neighborhood medium, that you are receiving frequencies. Now, what's further interesting, and you can contemplate it, we don't need to discuss it tonight, is the fact that you are receiving a color, but I don't know how you're receiving it. Are you seeing a word? Is it a feeling? Is it actually a color? Is it a sensation? Because we all are sentient beings and we all have the ability to use our senses to a high level. So what some of you might have even learned tonight is that, oh, that's how I get my information. I felt it, I heard it, I see it, because it's a common question that I get as a medium. How do you get your information? Do you see things, feel things, know things? And I am all over the place. I get it from a lot of different places. I couldn't even begin to describe it because it's different all the time. That's just me and my style. I have all antennas on. Some other mediums, hear the language and that's it. Some of them feel the language. So it's all really different. But if we are developing our intuition, it's important that you took this exercise on to know that you are a catalyst, you are a receptor, you are a light being, because if you weren't that light, you wouldn't have been able to succeed in receiving. So congratulations. Medium 101 course, you just passed.
So I was asking what the color is. I believe you were saying that it's green. Is that correct?
It is green, yes. So
Okay.
It was the word love, it was a heart symbol, and then it was the color green. So I love that you got red. I'm happy for you. You need to see red. So, and if you feel like studying further, then you could look up what the colors mean. And for my life, I do use colors for what it means for my personal life, sometimes for clients, but it's important that you develop this language with yourself and your loved ones so that you feel good, connected, and things are okay. So I'm off and running to my messaging for you. Okay, are we good? Or do we have any questions or about the process or anything? Or
I think you did a great job. Shelley's just saying, I think it's adorable. Her words were water, bird, and green, and a green hummingbird just flew up to our window feeder.
I love it. Is there anybody in this group who never saw color before and just did tonight just by the suggestion of it? That's a question I have for anybody here. Did that happen for anybody? Did they, or are most of you knowing that you're receivers, that you can receive information? Are we? I don't see colors.
Some people already have done a similar exercise with Deborah Diamond. Actually, she did something that was a little similar with the colors and different things that she.
Oh, good.
But actually, she had everyone draw them on a piece of paper and hold them up, which was kind of fun too. So, anyway, but it is wonderful to be. So, Joe is saying that he sees colors. Let's see.
First time. That's great. So the point is that in at least my perspective is that this is a continuation of, or it's the beginning of your alphabet or your sign love language. It is sign language. It is a love language, and it's better ways to connect to your loved ones. And I say this right ahead of doing some readings because, of course, in these evenings, not everyone will get a reading, but I offer readings to large groups because I want to teach while I'm offering that personal reading so that we all can be receptors of information when we're not together, so that you have your experiences on your own. I hope that makes sense, which is why I will always make you work with me so that we can empower ourselves. Okay, so I'm ready to begin. So the way that this is going to work, just a few qualifiers I will give so we can understand who that we're talking to. Please understand that the way that I work is that I provide this evidence, names, dates, initials, reference points that only you know, I don't, but I express them so that we understand where we are going with each person, because with each person I could go hours and hours. So these qualifiers help me stay on track. So for who I know is doing the talking or who they want to not just talk to, but talk about in your life. So I talk about those that are living as well as those are on the other side. You need to tell me that. And only that. I don't need a lot more information, but I need you to affirm what it is that I'm saying to you and how it's making sense. You never have to feel like you're fitting a square peg into a round hole. That is completely not necessary. I'm a happy medium. I do not have any bad news. And the only rule in my readings is that you can't say no to me. I know that that sounds really obnoxious. I'm not an obnoxious person. I'm a very polite medium. But the reason is that I trust what I'm saying, which is why I make everybody record the reading so they understand it all, because they might not understand it in the moment. Spirit is not literal. It's very non-literal. We are very pent up and very literal. So if we kind of let loose a little bit, which is why I meditate with you first, then we'll probably be able to optimize our minutes together for the messaging. Please also understand that it may be somebody different that you're trying to connect to who's with your loved one that I need to understand. So just provide the information, but not too much if you don't mind, and then we'll be off and running. So I'm going to start this off because I actually got this before I started, and it was, I'll give you 3 qualifiers so I can understand who I'm talking to. So the name was Brian. That might be your name or a relative's name, living, maybe not non-living, and the month of November and Texas. So we have location, we have name, and we have month. the month may be named Brian, November, Texas. Oh, that's what you said. It's like, how did it show up so quickly? Okay. So I also want you to understand that the month of November is maybe a birthday, anniversary, or passing. It might be your birthday, and that's fine too. It just lets me know who I'm talking to. Does that make sense to anybody here? So we'll just wait a moment. Okay, so I also want to understand, is that somebody that you know that should be on because they have that information? Is that what's going on?
It's just her son. Let's see. I'm just checking to see if.
What is O'Brien?
Okay, she's not on, but not
Amber. Brian in November, you understand, but you don't have Texas. Is that what it is? Would you understand
so.
Okay, would you understand that it might be a Tom or a Thomas, not Texas, or Tom has a relation to Texas?
Amber, I think she said yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to unmute
yes,
her?
Please. Yes, please.
Sure. Okay. Hi, Amber. I've asked her. Here she is.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, can you turn your
Yes.
video on for us, please?
Oh, I will.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hi, Amber. You don't have to fix your
Hi.
hair. Don't worry about it.
Oh, gosh.
This is sweet. Okay, Amber, just work with me for just a moment because you understood Brian, you understood November, but you didn't understand Texas, but then you understood Tom.
Thomas, yes.
Okay. So do I have the name of somebody that you're trying to connect to?
My son's name, no, but everything else is connected to him.
Okay, that's fine. That is
Okay.
completely fine. So it's not as if you were saying no pushes it all away. It's hard for me to get it back in, but that was a fair question. You would just say exactly what you just said, which is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm also working with, okay, and Brian is who to you? Is that your partner?
It's my ex-husband, which is on the other side.
Oh, that's important. Okay, this is really important. Thank you. And what is November then? Is that your birthday?
Yes.
Okay. And you understood Tom or Thomas to be who to you now?
He was the friend with my son that passed in a car accident.
I understand.
Yeah,
Have you heard from your son since Thomas passed?
What was that?
Have you heard from your son since Thomas has passed?
My son passed also.
Right. Was it in the same situation?
In the same car, yeah.
I
Yes.
understand that now. Thank you. What is February, Amber? The number 2. Is that the 2nd of the month, the 22nd? There's 2s involved here. Besides the 2 people, what are the 2s?
I get a lot of numbers. I get a lot of 111, 222s.
Do you get 222?
Yes.
Okay, that's important. Thank you. I'm just going to get quiet for a moment. Thank you. We understand. Okay, so they're coming to you as 3s. So this is really interesting because I'm hearing very quickly that a lot of your 222s, which is an angel code, are now going to be 333s. The reason is because the 3 of them are all together. They know that you know that they are all together. And what's happening is they're coming together for you because they're saying that you need this. And it's not a birthday gift, but it is. And so they're saying to you that they will always be around you, even if it's not your birthday. Your son professes his love for you, and he says it in that way and uses the word profess because it has to do with education. So I'm hearing that you are learning now.
Mhm.
Are you taking a course or training in something that is incredibly beneficial to you?
Yeah, I learned how to do Reiki, so I've been doing Reiki on other people, and I love it.
So thank you so much for saying that. because I wanted to say to the entire group before I even spoke to you, and we talked about this with Elizabeth and Renee before we got on, that I am understanding that I, just as a medium, and connecting a lot to the people who have experienced loss and now have fielded that into love and hope and are now teaching others how to do that. And for some reason, it's expediting. And so to meet you is my honor, because you are someone that's taking it to the next level. Being able to offer someone what you wanted, and now you're actually giving it to others. Really incredible. Now, what's more significant than that is that those that you love that are on the other side are saying what a gift that is, which is why they're not calling it a birthday gift. They are well aware of that because they are actually helping you with that. You understand that?
Yeah.
Do you have a question for your son?
I'm
it's
assuming.
okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't, because I'm going to tell you something. He's also telling you that you need a new pair of jeans. Is there a reason why he would say that?
I think clothes in general.
Okay. So the thing is that offering these Reiki treatments you need to get paid for them, even though you might be volunteering now and you're not really doing it for money. You need to be doing this for money because it is an incredible service that you're providing. And the first thing that you're supposed to buy is a pair of new jeans.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I just need to leave it with you. It sounds silly, but these are not random readings. I really understand why they come out. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Really cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. This is just paying it forward. I love that. And it gets recognized by the levels of awareness. And that's what just happened to Amber. It's pretty cool. I love it. And of course, her name is a color too, right?
That's beautiful. Yes.
Okay. So we're moving further along. Thank you. I have the name Evan. I have the name Laura or Lori. And then I have a sister connection. Do you understand that? It might have been a blood-related disease. So I need the combination of a Laura, Lisa, an L name with Evan. Is that possible? Or Eric, an E name? I'll wait because I do believe that those connections are here. Anybody have a connection to an E name? Evan, Eric. Okay. So the first person that answered, my son is Eric, is Eric. Okay, are you reading it and understanding that? Because you may be able to understand who I'm supposed to be talking to.
I'm reading it. I think Irene is as well. Krista's saying Evan, which kind of is, let's see, you said Eric or Evan.
Right. I believe that the Evan or Eric is on the other side.
Okay. So Melissa is saying that her nephew here is Evan.
Right.
So let's see. So what we need is a blood.
That's we need. My son is Evan on the other side. Can I talk to that person?
Sandra. Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Hi, Sandra. Can you unmute, please?
Hello.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Okay. And do you have an Eric that is on the other side?
I don't have an Eric. I have an Evan on the other side.
Oh, you do? Okay, fine. Because I saw the writing otherwise, and I wanted to make sure that I got to the person who had Evan. Thank you very much for saying that. Okay. And then we also, do you have an L name that's relatable in your life? Is that a middle name? Is that a Lynn for you? So we never want to say no. We just want to place the L.
He has a close friend,
Liam,
Lauren,
who's here.
who's here.
Evan has a close friend, Lauren, that is here.
Yes.
Okay. Have you spoken to Lauren recently that you know that she needs to hear from him also?
I haven't. We've messaged online just a little bit, but I haven't spoken with her.
Okay, so there's a couple things going on, and they just relate to me. Do you have a sister, or does Evan have a sister?
I have 2 sisters.
Okay. Okay, is there a B name in the last name or a B name with them?
Our last name is Bryce.
Thank you. Okay, so we're together. A couple quick hits here from Evan. I feel like he's expedient. He's pretty to the point. And so he wants to say a couple of things. He never wants you to question his intelligence. I have no idea why he's saying that. You do. And so that's really funny because he's really smart and he says to you, I'm getting smarter.
He is really smart, and he mentions that quite often.
And that's really funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. So what I love about that is that's a huge indication that they're still learning, right? And so are we. So we can do that in a parallel universe because our relationships with them continue in an alternative kind of way. But so that's one thing. The second thing is that there's a congratulations that goes to Lauren. You may not know that something good just happened to Lauren, but he does. So he's wondering if you could check into Lauren and tell him that he's saying congratulations, and that's the connector. Okay.
I absolutely
might have to do
will.
with the education or career advancement or something like that. Or if she's right up against it, he says, ask him for that because she's going to get it and he wants her to, and he can do whatever he needs to do because he's smart. He's also saying to one particular sister of yours, I don't know, is there a Joyce or Joan or Joanne, Jane? Go into your family, don't push it away. And is there a Jean or a Jane in the family?
A Jan on the other side.
Who is who to you?
My cousin.
Okay, so would you know that Jan is with Evan?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Good, because the answer is always yes.
Yes.
Right? Or else they wouldn't have said it. So
Right.
Evan is with Jan, and that's fine. And there's also reasons why it comes out now in this quick messaging. So maybe it's time to get connected to the other cousins or something and make sure that they have a healthy Thanksgiving or something. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you'll know. And then
Okay.
the other part of this is he's thanking you. One of your sisters seems to be very connected to you and very supportive of this entire circumstance. And
Yes.
he's saying that, Mom, you know that it's not as if you have to have paybacks or you already have built-in compassion, but he says that you are capable of helping your sister who helped you with her home in some way. So I don't know if you are getting a decorative pillow or you had a pillow from your son or something like this, or you're getting them a quilt, like a throw for their house for the winter, or knitting one or something like that. Is any of this making sense to you?
I'll have to think about it. At the moment, it's not.
Okay,
but-
so I think what he's doing is giving you something for the holidays that you're supposed to be giving to them.
Okay.
So it's one of those things. And when she says, oh my God, how did you know? You have to say, Evan told me.
Okay.
So I do believe that they answer questions that we have on our mind all the time. And so there might be something playful in your mind going on to say, how can I give back to my sister? And it's really in simple ways. And you'll see how the longevity of that blanket and gift goes, because it's way more symbolic than a blanket when it's Evan telling you that's what she needs.
And that's so funny because she has probably 3 throws on her couch and we were just video chatting and she had one on. So I will pick out an extra special one.
Yeah, I think that's so great because it's usually something you ate for lunch or it's something that you just had a discussion about it. Maybe it looked ratty to you and you want her to have a nicer one, like whatever that's about. But
It
he
did.
was around while, yeah, sure, I know that. So well, that's really funny, but we're non-judgmental, right? But anyway, so, you know, it might make you feel better giving her a blanket, but it will also be under Evan's guidance. And it sounds so silly, but when we continually follow the homework that they give us, especially if it's a gift to someone, then we just keep the channels open because we're listening to our guidance. I just got it for you now, but you'll always have it with him for life.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank you so much.
You're so welcome. That's great.
Beautiful. Thank you.
So
So-
as we continue, right? So I'm
Yes.
hearing music. So I have the music part. And is there a carol that's a part of this? As mom or Carol, Karen, I got the music, and then I also have 37 or 73. Is that somebody's numbers, or is that March 7th or July 3rd or the 1973? I don't know. Oh, you said that. Oh, I always think that's the person. You put it out there. I'm like, oh my God, they got all of them. Okay. Oh, I'm Caroline, born in 73. Is Caroline born in 73? Does that have anything to do with music? Does she always have music, or somebody she's trying to reach involved in music?
So that's Coralie that you're asking about, who was born in 1973?
Well, yeah, I think it was Caroline said she was born in 73, maybe.
I'm
looking.
I see Coralie, but I don't see Caroline. But we could ask Coralie if she, let's see, my son passed.
Yeah, it says Coralie, born in 73.
It's Coralie, yeah. Let's see. My daughter loved music March 13th. My son loves music. I'm a 37. Oh, I am 37, I guess. Okay. Middle name is Carol. Daughter passed in March.
Middle name is Carol.
Love music.
Let's go back for a moment to it sounds like Carol is middle name. Somebody said Carol is my middle name.
Mhm. Yes, that's true. Let's see. That's Amy. Yes. And Amy also said, middle name is Carol. Daughter passed in March. I am 37. Love music.
Oh, let's talk to Amy, please.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Amy. Can you unmute, please?
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, honey. How are you?
Oh. Good, how are you?
Okay, I'm fine. So Amy, you love music. You're 37. And were you trying to connect to your daughter? Is that what I heard?
Yes,
And what was the age of her passing?
6.
And thank you. Okay. Do you have a Julie, Julia in your family? A Jules, a name like that? A Judy, J-U? I don't know if I hear you. I think you're muted. Do you hear her, Amy? Can you hear me?
She's not, she is muted. So
Oh,
let's see.
sorry, I think I accidentally hit the mute button.
Okay.
Yes,
So Amy,
I do have a Judy in my family.
and who is Judy to you?
She's my my grandmother's sister, so my great aunt.
Okay, that's okay. And she's still here? She's here?
Yes.
Okay. Would there be another aunt that's on the other side, another sister? I'm asking for a reason.
Yes. For my grandmother, yes.
Right. So I'll just repeat it, that your grandmother's sister is Judy, which is fine. I'm hearing that there's
Mhm.
another sister that's on the other side, and that's true.
That is correct.
Okay, fine, thank you. Do you have an S name and family name, or with that aunt, or last name, like Sunny, did you call your daughter Sunny? Where's the S that is relatable to the family or your daughter?
Sandra is my other aunt.
You mean the grandmother's other sister, or just an aunt? Is
Actually, my dad's sister.
Oh yeah, that's another family.
Hmm.
Okay, that's fine. Is she on the other side, or she's here?
Here.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to get quiet for just a moment. Thank you. I didn't mean to push so many questions on you. I just wanted to hear it clearly. Thank you. So your daughter's like a butterfly. You understand that. Is that a reference or a sign that you often see so that you know that it's her?
Yes. The biggest
So,
sign.
yeah. So she claims that she is the butterfly. She feels like she has wings. She says that even for Halloween, she might have worn wings at some time because she understands that she could fly at a really young age. She says to you in her language that she clings to you often, but as a butterfly, she'd rather fly around you because she wants you to understand that the lighter you become, the lighter she becomes. She says there isn't anything heavy about her because she was like a crystal child, which means that she had a lot of sensitivities to herself and was very capable of being silly all of the time and kept you laughing
Yes.
all of the time. She wants to be able to do that still. So when she connects to you, you want to understand that it's pure silliness, so intently spiritual, beyond our even comprehension. But we don't have to identify it. We don't have to describe it. We just have to experience it. And this is what she's trying to teach you, but this is also something that you're learning. And so she wants to take you to other places. Meanwhile, and this is interesting, are you flying this month anywhere?
We are traveling.
Sure you are. So the point is, because she says you're flying too. And so she says that it's in a different way. And she says to you that she wants you to take her picture with you because she wants to travel with you. She says she can always find you.
You always do.
In your address, are there twos or ones and twos in your address?
Twos.
Thank you. And so you have another child that you might be traveling with?
I do have some other children I do have other children. I don't know that they'll be traveling with us this time, but we just recently went on a trip with our children. So that may
be. This is all fine and good. She's just telling you that she sees it all. She says that when you take pictures on your vacation, do not be surprised if you, number one, catch a butterfly and number two, catch an orb. She says she's around and she's going to prove it to you. So how lovely. Do you have a question for her? Is there a Corinne or a Casey or a name like that around you? A C name? Is there a Christopher?
Christopher is her dad.
Oh, I get that. Thank you. Is that him?
Yeah.
Because I see this hand coming in and I'm like, who's Christopher? And she's telling me that it's his hand. My goodness.
Yeah.
How lovely and how awakened is her little spirit in your life.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm sorry, did you say you have a question for her?
I just have one quick question.
Sure, sweetie.
We lost our little dog Bella just a few weeks ago, and I just wonder if she has been reunited with Olivia yet.
Thank you. So what's interesting about Bella, just work with me. Did she actually have any bells? Was she trained with bells, or do you have bells, or did you just hang up bells, or why am I seeing bells? And it might just be for Bella, but I also think it's more related. So here's what I know. Thank you. You don't have to even confirm it. What I understand now is that you are receiving, or you have, or you just hung chimes, but they're not chimes, they're actually bells. Do you have them in your possession, or are you receiving them soon?
Not sure.
Okay, good. That's really good that you don't know, because you don't have to know everything, because some of it is coming your way and you might not have received it yet, right? So that's what we have to learn
Right.
about energy, yes? So I'm hearing that you're getting bells as like chimes. Somebody's giving them to you. And so you want to hang them because that is the sound emanating that the two of them are together. And you know this because those bells will chime when it's not even windy out. So you're already setting up the sign language. She's sending hugs and loves to everyone that you touch that's in both of your lives.
This has been wonderful. Do I have just a quick second to show you something that is in front of me that I think is kind of beautiful for the sign that you said for butterflies? And from a young age, she could fly. She actually drew this for me on the last Mother's Day that we were together. And this is her here.
And there's the butterfly.
Sisters, and there's a butterfly. And then she drew me a second photo that is her as a butterfly.
That is amazing.
Isn't that
she
incredible?
has wings in the picture.
She does.
Oh my goodness. So what I love about this is we can execute this high calibrated communication with them because of the places that you've evolved into, or else it wouldn't be happening. So there's this huge elevation of your own spirit from her, from you to her, to know that you have exalted yourself in a way that you can remain high, happy, hopeful, that this really is a purpose in life for you to be that person for everyone else, to teach and show that love, because you still have that, because she's still showing it. May that be forever. And you will be reunited, but not now. So to clear your channels of that hope, it's here, sister, it's here. So good for you to be able to receive all of that without me. You don't need me, but it happened tonight, but you don't need me. You're on your way. And so is she. It's pretty crazy and lovely. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for sharing the butterfly.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's lovely. My God. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Goodness.
Yeah, the evidence, right? And so sometimes when we develop this language, that is something that, is it Amy? Was it Amy? I think? Yes. That Amy looks at that picture. It's right across from her bed. She's developing that language with Olivia already, and it just continually patterns itself in connection, which is quite lovely. So I encourage all of you to do that, and I will do it for you whenever you need me to, but I'd like to empower all of you to see how that works. And there isn't anything different between me and you and Amy and your loved ones for that powerful spirituality to make those connections. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, love it.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. The picture she drew. Oh my goodness.
Such a cutie. Goodness gracious. Well, that was wonderful. And I want to just remind everyone who's received a reading this evening, if possible, if you'd like to send something written to me at elizabeth@helpingparentsheal.org about your reading with a picture, for instance, of Olivia or of any of these beautiful children, I would love to put it in the newsletter. So I'm going to just put my email address in the chat box. And did you have time to do one more reading, or would you like to maybe just give us some tips on connecting with our kids in spirit? If that's something that you'd like to do, that would also be wonderful.
Yeah, I think the tips are really important because that was just an example of that for Olivia, as well as Amy and all of us. Like I said, because she's been looking at that and developing the language. So one of the important things about the exercise that we did and the continuation of that fluidity through the readings is that you are a receiver and we're no different, and you can have that connection. But of course, I'm compelled by reading, so I do want to offer one more, and then we'll close. Okay, thank you. We understand. I have the name Meredith. I don't know if that's your name, Mare, or Mar. Is that a derivative of Mary? I'm not sure. I think it's Meredith, though. We understand that in October being significant. Does anybody understand that quickly? I'll just provide 2 qualifiers.
Mary is saying yes.
Okay, let's talk to Mary.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Irene, can you find her?
Mhm.
Okay, there's 2 Marys that are on, Elizabeth, without
Okay.
last names.
She's got a picture of her son on her
Okay, yes.
profile. Sorry.
Hi, Mary. Can you unmute, please?
Hi everyone. How are you?
Oh, here's
Hi, Mary. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm so messy, that's why I'm not turning the video on.
Okay.
So October is my son's birthday, and my other son who transitioned got in accident in October. So
Thank you. Are you saying that
yes, and my name is Mehnaz, but it's hard for people to pronounce, so I go by Mary.
Okay, that's fine. And just remind me, please, that your son had an accident in October and is on the other side. Is that one of your sons or 2 of your sons?
No, one of my son, but his brother is born in October. Actually, it was.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem.
Do we have an S? Is there a Sean here at all, or an S name that's important?
It is his name.
Sean?
His name is Cheyenne. His nickname was Sean. Yes.
Okay, this is the son that's on the other side, correct?
Yes, correct.
Thank you. Just be with me for a few moments, Mary. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, your son is very, very direct, which means that he doesn't, he's being very direct with you. And he's saying, and he's like your cheerleader, and he's saying, like, Mom, I'm right here. Mom, I'm right here. And he's telling the family that he visits often in the house. There is light colored furniture. Is there white or oak, like light oak furniture? I don't know if that's your bed or a table in the living room. Can you just describe that for me?
In the living room, it is oak. It's not white, but the carpet is white.
Oh, okay. The carpet's white, and then there's a light oak table.
Yes, the furniture
Okay.
is oak. Yes.
Thank you. You understand, is that a place where you spend a lot of your time?
His pictures are there, so
Right, that's
I
why.
pass by, yes.
So this is why they often call out the place where there happens to be more concentration or the ability to evoke his energy.
Okay.
He says to you, Mom, I want you to put the tissues away. He says that he's pushing you to live fully. He's telling you that he wants you to live fully for him. He says that halfway doesn't work, which means that he wants you to cross the finish line with a lot of energy. Did he play sports or football?
Yes.
So this is why he's telling you, this is so interesting to me, that he wants you to have a touchdown. And when he says the threshold of crossing the finish line, it doesn't necessarily mean that he needs you to be with him. He needs you to be where you are, but fully activated. And he says, you're giving yourself too much time alone. And he says that he wants to train you to use your brain more in a way of excitement rather than sorrow, because he wants you to become activated. And I think that means in the community. And you're being asked, but you've been saying no. Is that true?
Yes, completely true. Everything you said.
Yes. So he's almost telling you, when I said to you, he doesn't cut any slack. He's just like, Mom, he's almost like the football coach and telling you, you know, catch the ball. You're alive. You can run with it. And he says, you're going to run with it for me. Now, he's also saying to you that he is becoming freer. He says that it was, I guess it was an accident, and that he doesn't want you to remember him that way. He wants you to remember him, I guess, in the football uniform or the football outfit or something, and says to you, you were so much my cheerleader, it's now my turn to be yours. Even though this is life out of order, he says you'll trust my words more than anybody else's because you've been asking for them. And so now that you have them, we need to work better together on a level that makes you comfortable. He says that you don't have to rush. A rush is like, I think it's a football term. You don't have to rush, but you do need to activate. So he's asking you to get out and say yes to a committee and yes to commit to not using the tissues as much as you have. And he says, I know we can get there together. He's also showing you a lot of signs through the TV. I don't know if you understand that, but I also know that you need to turn the TV off at night. Do you understand that?
Yes, so true.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have a quick question for your son, Sean?
Yes, he makes I know he is making connection with me all the time, especially through songs. And this song comes all the time, Don't Cry Mama. But I can tell that, yes, exactly what you said. And there is another song that says, so little you know. And every time I'm asking, what is the message? What would you like me to know? But I don't know, maybe what you were saying is the message, but you're right, absolutely.
So I'm going to challenge you because you said, I don't know what the message is. And then a minute later, you said, I know what the message is. So never be in doubt and know that he's talking to you directly. And it's called homework. And you have homework because when we stay in alignment with the messaging from our loved ones, we stay in alignment of taking the high road to being hopeful and knowing and not fearing our life, because what has happened isn't going to happen again. And we become so shocked that something like that could happen that you just need to have greater faith that this did happen and this is the way that it's unfolding, but it's incredibly beautiful. And it's not my right to say that, but you're going to continually experience that. And this is why he's telling you that to put away the tissues or don't cry is his songs, because that brings you into the place of darkness when you can be in an incredible place of lightness and actually scoring a touchdown.
Yes, you're right. But we had a rough life. Like I raised them by myself, and I was always hoping things are gonna get better. And then something like this happens, and I can't get over it. He was my best friend. I have no family here. And, you know, he was so much joy in my life. And now it is really difficult, especially everyone forgot about him.
Right. So I'm going to be a tough coach with you because he's a tough coach. Okay. And so you're going to take the ball and run with it. And what that means is that when you are giving yourself enough time to feel helpless or hopeless, you have to stop the clock.
Okay.
And then what you need to do is know that your affirmations for what it is that you're telling yourself, when we tell ourselves we have a tough life, then we have a tough life. When we tell ourselves that I can't get over grieving, then you won't get over grieving. So now you want to find yourself in a place by putting away the tissues and feeling who you are, Mary, as a person, because you've had multiple experiences, not just this one. So when you put your headset on or your helmet on, and you have the think tank around you to say, I don't even have to defend myself anymore. I know that I am here and that I could do well and I am well. And more than that, I'm getting better, because you're saying the references and the affirmations that don't keep you where you were. So be very careful that you don't continually affirm the negative, because if you were looking for a sign for him and if you were looking for a message for him or guidance, you just got it. It's up to you to become empowered to listen and do the homework necessary. That is what helps us get out of changing our thoughts, changing our life. If you're not satisfied with where it is now, it's the only thing that you can do. So I'm really grateful that we took on this extra messaging. It is tough talk and it is tough love, but it's all that we can do, because nobody can save ourselves but ourselves. So I do believe that the songs and the messaging and your son, Sean, is kind of being tough with you, but it's tough love and it's pretty beautiful. So I hope that you follow up with me in a way of just emailing me or through social media to just let me know that you're okay and you're doing your homework, because he wants you to, or else he wouldn't be sending those messages for the same message that I gave you in song.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Me too. Thank you so much for being you.
Thank you.
Really big. You're a teacher. You're a teacher.
You're so
So thank you.
Thank you, Alaine. And I just want to
You're
remind
welcome.
everyone that it is, we have a really wonderful group of caring listeners, 33 parents who speak 9 different languages, in fact, and they are all available to be able to help. And they're shining light parents. They've gone a little bit further down the path and the healing path, and they want to reach a hand back and help others forward. And just to let you know, being a caring listener, being able to help someone forward helps the caring listeners even more than it does the person that they're helping. So thank you for that wonderful talk that you gave, Alaine. And I just want to make sure that everybody knows that we're here for you as well. That, boy, these messages have been beautiful tonight. So many people are writing thank you to you and for the incredible messages. And we always ask, unless you have a closing, any kind of closing things that you'd like to say, we always ask everybody to unmute and say thank you and good evening. So did you have
Yeah.
anything else that you wanted to talk to us about, or?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a wonderful evening. Oh my goodness, Alaine, the messages were just beautiful.
Yeah,
They-
I'm very grateful, and I will always tell you that all the messages are full of love, and some are more direct than others, but we just need to embrace it because it's always going to be love. It's nothing else. The soul spirits on the other side, of course, they're there, but it's never judgmental. It's unconditional love, exactly what we're looking for here.
Well, this has been wonderful this evening. Thank you so much for staying a little later.
Yes,
And
thank you.
for everyone who's still on, if you'd like to unmute.
Thank
and say
you.
you.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Love you.
Much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was
so much,
wonderful.
Elaine.
Thank
That
you.
was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm getting the chills. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good, everybody.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
again.
Thank you, Elaine.